Hey,
Hey, man.
it's your birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
From the point we're recording.
Well, yeah, from the recording point. At the time that you're seeing this, a week will have passed, and it was on the 23rd.
And you are now 33.
At the point that they're seeing this, I will be 33.
That's right.
It's basically a day away. Might as well be 33.
Yep.
Hey.
Party at Blake's house.
Oh. I always hated that joke. I always hated that.
I literally saw Vietnam flashbacks going through your mind just then.
You just look real close and you see it all flashing in my iris.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. That, I mean, obviously, like, I know it's always a joke, but, like, back then, it's just, like, it still fills you with, like, instant anxiety. Like, no. No.
Not
No,
this.
there's not.
Please no.
There's not a party at my place. But, yeah, anyways.
I've tried it. The cleanup's not fun.
That's what I'm saying. And that's a big reason of why no party at my place. Yeah, anyways, I'm Blake.
And I'm Ian.
And this is Awk Awe.
A podcast.
With two 33-year-old men.
Yes, at this point that you were saying this.
It does really set in a little bit. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that the numbers match.
Yeah.
I think that's weird to me. That
Three.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how you been?
Sorry, now I'm having...
Oh,
yeah.
Got some existential crisis. We'll let you have that for a sec.
Yeah.
Go for it.
No, it's fresh for you.
Think about the cool cars that you want to start buying and the motorcycles you want to start riding and new sound system and what's other midlife crisis shit people do?
I don't know, probably wearing jean shorts that are way too short.
Short jean shorts. Short jorts.
Jorts.
And New Balances? No,
not there yet.
Yeah, it's like the 40s. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll wait till I don't want to do anything with my weekend but grill. That's when I'll know.
Sometimes I feel like I'm at that point.
Well, I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm not a griller.
You don't be grilling.
No.
You just be chilling.
I'll just be chilling.
Yep. Like a villain.
I fear that I would burn the food. It just doesn't seem like, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to make grilling consistent. Obviously, people grill and it comes out fine. But I just get in my head about, like, is the heat the right temperature? How long does it need to cook? I don't know.
Well, maybe you could ask AI to do it for you.
I'm a very maybe.
Oh.
I'm a very big instruction follower when it comes to cooking.
I feel that.
I am not one to be like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking get in the kitchen and just throw some shit together and make this grand meal. That's not me. I don't. Yeah.
Instructions are helpful.
Yeah. I'm thankful for my wife who knows how to cook. Not.
You be throwing down in that kitchen.
Yeah. Not in like a sexist way. It's just I won't say I'm not capable. It's just the things that I would make for myself. Probably not good.
You think you would burn cereal?
No. Like I can make a perfect bowl of cereal. I can make a solid piece of toast.
Nice.
But no, when I was like cooking for myself, right, on a regular basis, I just always took the easiest route. And that's not the way to do it when you really want something that's going to be great. But I also had gotten so far away, because like when I started cooking for myself, I was also like working out very consistently. And I had gotten away from like caring about what food tasted like, because I just needed to hit certain calories, certain protein intake, certain carb intake. Like I was tracking everything down to the last detail.
Yeah.
And so I didn't care what the food tasted like. As long as I was hitting macros, I didn't care.
And that lasted for how long?
That was probably over the course of like 2 years. Yeah, I know that was about it.
I remember we've talked about that little brief fitness journey before. I don't remember
Yeah.
how long it lasted.
Yeah, I think it was about 2 years ish, and I was going anywhere from 4 to 6 days a week. And I don't know, I just got really addicted to lifting weights, and it was fun. I was also going through shit at the time, so it's just like a nice mental health thing. Like you just
It's a
lift
good
weights,
release.
take frustration out. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. During that time, I got away from caring what food tasted like. I just would put shit together because it hit the macros, and I just scarf it down and call it a day, and it just was what it was. So I'm not known for making something delicious. I'm known I could just make something. And I would always try to take the easiest route because how much time do I have in the day? None. So I would just buy like frozen shit, throw it in a pan, mix it all together, cook it up, eat it, done.
So these things you'd be sharing on Facebook with the random food combinations, that's more relatable content for you than actually being funny.
Honestly, pretty relatable. Yeah. I will just mix random stuff together. Yeah.
The shit you be sharing sometimes is like,
Is there one that sticks out specifically?
not specifically now that
Okay.
I'm being put on the spot.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
There
Good.
was that. No, I think I shared that one. That little banana hot dog.
I would try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have done that before. I don't know if this is exactly what you're explaining, but like I have taken a hot dog bun and put peanut butter in it and then put a banana in that and then ate that.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Right, it's like a banana sandwich but hot dog style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
A
that
little,
was my process of thinking there.
a little glizzy.
Yeah. just
Banana
a little,
glizzy.
Yeah. A little bee glizzy.
Be glizzy.
Yeah, so I don't know. Been up to anything interesting lately?
Not too much. Easter was this past weekend.
Yeah.
And,
It'll be like a week ago by the time this airs.
yeah.
Yeah. How was yours?
They're pretty cool. Some of Michaela's friends came over to Mom's house. They took some pictures with their baby, some little Easter pictures. He was all nestled up in a Easter basket. It was so cute. He had some Easter eggs all around him. And then some random guy came walking down the street. We thought he was about to sell waffles to us because he was just carrying this Eggo box. And he's like, y'all know what to do with a couple kittens? And
What?
one of Michaela's friends pretty much just volunteered her. He was like, she works at the vet. So,
No.
yeah. He just handed the kittens to us. We had them here for about a night.
Yeah.
We were trying to determine if we were just going to let them stay outside, but after so many times of them pooping and peeing on our back porch,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, just no. Yeah.
Yeah. And they were so small, we couldn't just leave them out there by themselves. So
Of course,
she just took them to her job.
Out here, they'll get swooped up by an owl.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good thing they were still out there the next morning, if that's the case.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
They were all nestled up in the little corner out there under her chair.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just took them to her work, and we're just gonna try and find them at home. And it was
That's cool.
It's kind of bittersweet because they look like my two childhood cats, in little kitten form. So I was starting to get attached. I was like, no, we gotta do something before this happens.
Yeah. Attachments coming quick.
Yeah.
Let's find them a home. Yeah, no, that's cool.
How about you?
I mean, Easter was good. We went out to High Falls. I don't know if it's noticeable in this lighting, but I got a little burnt while I was out there. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even noticed, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't too crazy. The first day, it was like red. And then yesterday, it was like a little more brown. And now I think everything's just kind of evening out. So,
You just
except earlier, like I've still got this.
it mainly hits the arms.
Yeah. And it caught me really good there because it was all through here and through my face. And I didn't feel it until I did something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit, I think my face got a little bit of sun. And then earlier, I hadn't noticed this one in the past 2 days at all. But earlier, I don't know if you guys can see this very distinct red change here. But this one stings pretty good. So
got a little itchy.
definitely notice that one. It doesn't itch. It's just like when I do something like this, like immediate sting. Yeah, I think that's just because it's the upper side of my arm that never sees the sun, so it got a little more burnt up that way.
Well, you know, the advantage of having long hair, you don't have to worry about hitting the back of your neck.
It did not hit the back of my neck, thankfully. I did at one point think about putting my hair up, and I was like, I'll just let it keep blowing in the wind. Like every so often, we'd like catch a gust of wind off the water, and like
you do the Nick Cage pose,
of course, just. But no, I mean it was good. You know, just a family come together and we ate some food and hung out and went home.
It's always good when the family comes together.
Yeah. Ew. What?
No.
Gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
Too far.
Nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Well, speaking of families coming together, today's episode we're going to be talking about relationships.
Yep.
It's not nearly as funny as it tickled me way more than it should have. But anyways, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Our best friend Reddit's come back around.
As it usually does.
We've found a new thread to dive down, and we just kind of thought like there's people like it's a whole relationship thing, and this isn't just like couples. Some of these are like, you know, I called my aunt a bitch at Christmas, what do I do? You know, like there are some things that are in here, but I don't know what all you picked out. Most of mine are relating to couples. Just because
mine too.
My assumption was that we're two married guys that might have some useful advice for random situations for people on the internet.
That's a strong might.
It's a strong might, because I will never claim to be the go-to guy, although I do end up giving a lot of advice to people, thankfully not unsolicited.
Yeah.
It's requested, and I just say, why me?
You're positive.
Why me? Well, it's requested and then I answer.
Okay.
So that's how I know it's not unsolicited.
Well, that's kind of almost the definition right there. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how I know. For sure. 100%.
They ask every time.
Exactly. I have not reached the point yet where I walk up to people in the grocery store and say, you know what you should do? I haven't reached that yet, thankfully. Despite being 33 now, I haven't reached it. And it's like, hey, you see what you're doing with your hair here? What you should do.
And then go into a little musical number.
Just random. Yeah, why not? Rock out on some air guitar, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what old guys do. Besides post weird photoshopped things that aren't photoshopped well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have a couple obviously fake pet tigers sitting on each side.
Obviously.
Yep.
Obviously. Out in the I don't know, just a desert or a jungle, or you could place yourself wherever in nature.
Yeah.
And then put tigers and lions around you. And some clouds with some sun rays shining down on you.
Maybe your face is the cloud.
Maybe your face is the sun. Yeah.
Shit.
Wow.
That's what they be doing.
That is what they do. I don't know why.
Either that or they just take that full frontal selfie.
Oh, yeah. Get a good double chin action.
Yep.
Yeah, my favorite are the ones that are like way down here. So it's coming out extra hard. And you can tell that they're just kind of like slumped in the couch. And they're just like, I need a new Facebook photo, so here we go. That's the best.
You like this, Dolores?
I like when those show up in my people you may know, because 100% of the time I don't know them.
Yeah.
But I am about to stalk their page because that photo was interesting enough for me to click on it. I do that. Oh, there's also another trend on TikTok. Before we get too far ahead, I just want to show you this real quick. I mean, obviously, we're not worried about getting demonetized right this second, so I don't think it matters that much.
You can't take away what we ain't got.
Exactly. We ain't monetized yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I found it, and I'm sure I can get around the guidelines. I'll post it up here, because, again, we're not worried about monetization right now. So, here we go. You see this beautiful old couple here?
Mm-hmm. Very beautiful.
Is the best place on earth.
Did that just say what I think it said?
Time I slip and it feels well worth. Makes me so thankful for birth. Bring that pussy, let me stretch it.
Look at how happy she looks. He just looks so smug. Just, I'm happy for them. Yeah.
I'm also happy for them. It's great. I love it. I also love the ones where they make old people go on, like, almost like they're crashing out about something, like, Linda, please call me back, and, like, it's just a picture of them looking sad, and just the text. Like, they're just constantly sending messages straight to TikTok.
It sounds like some random shit Wendy's would post on their Facebook.
Yeah, probably.
You've seen their page?
Have you seen their latest debacle with Katy Perry?
Yeah.
So
Talk about
stupid,
getting
bro.
sued.
So stupid.
Bro.
Like, how can you be mad, bro? Like, I'm sorry, man, but we're making this out to be like it was some life-changing, altering thing, and it just
That's
wasn't.
what she's making it seem.
There are people that are on her side, though. That's my thing.
There's
Like,
people that aren't too bright.
I agree. Like, I'm happy that these ladies got to go up that high in the sky.
Yeah.
But they neither took nor brought anything back from space to make any revolutionary discoveries. There was no point other than going up high in the sky and coming back down. And then she kissed the ground. It just immediately reminded me of the two astronauts that have been stuck for like half a year up in space who had no way of getting home, just stuck up there, and finally make it down. He went up and down in like 11 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I can't feel like, oh, woohoo.
They should be saying all that shit like, I just feel so connected to love now after this experience. Wow.
And the amount of money that they spent to do that much money blown in 11 minutes. This is what we're doing with money?
Yep.
This is what we're doing with money as a society? Why are people on board with this?
So many people are hungry.
Right. There's so many things that all of that money could serve a better purpose towards, but whatever. And then I heard somebody talk about the little flower that she had, and that somehow or another this is supposed to counteract the carbon footprint of going up into space for 10 minutes or whatever. I don't know. Just dumb logic all the way around. But I do love that Wendy said send her back. And they said, yeah, you're using this platform to demean women in general. No, just Katy Perry. They said nothing about anybody else.
Yep.
Just Katy Perry.
Send her back.
Yeah. When did we like Katy Perry again? Like, I don't have anything against some of her songs, you know what I mean? But it's just like,
Yeah.
Why are we going up to bat for Katy Perry? Like,
Her time came. And
I don't
now it's
even
gone.
eat at Wendy's, and I'll go to bat for them before I will Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Her like shining era was MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was on Warped Tour that one year.
And that was it. Now she's on American Idol.
Yep.
No.
Doing Super Bowls.
Whoop-de-doo.
Or a Super Bowl.
How long ago was that?
almost 10 years ago, probably.
See?
Yeah. Time has come and gone. It happens.
It's over.
Sorry, John Benet Ramsey.
I forgot about that.
Throwback.
Oh man, that clip actually got a lot of hits the time that we posted that as well.
Surprisingly,
because people were just like, I mean, obviously conspiracies are conspiracies for a reason. So it's just like, why are you taking this so seriously? It's the same thing with the Elvis video. Like, we ended up with like 500 plus views on that, just for a bunch of old people to tell us that Elvis is resting in peace and we should let him.
And I doubt half those people commenting didn't even watch the video.
They didn't.
They just saw the title.
Saw the title, clicked it, commented.
Goodbye.
Get fucked, bro. You didn't even listen. These are conspiracies.
You like how I pointed that out on that one guy's comment? I was like, you must not like watching videos before commenting.
Yeah.
And then they proceeded to, I guess, watch the entire video and then lay it all out.
Yeah, you could tell there was like a gap in between you commenting that and then them commenting. Clearly, I must have seen it because how else would I know about this, and this?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the view.
Yep.
Gosh.
It worked.
I guess it did. Yeah. Anyways, on to some relationship things today.
Relationship.
You want to go first? You want me to go first? How you want to do it?
You know what? I'm going to bring out my good buddy, North Dakota.
I don't want to fucking hear this shit again. I know you don't have it. I'm not getting my hoops up ever again for it.
Damn.
Until you slap it in front of me and say, I found it, here it is. I don't want to hear about it.
Damn.
I know.
You weren't even falling for it. You weren't even trying to fall for it.
Yeah, because you've done this to me.
Not that many times, though.
Enough times for me to learn that there's no fucking way that you found North Dakota without telling me you found North Dakota.
I could have made it a surprise.
You could have. Feels unlikely, though.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Since you're doing all this,
yeah,
I'm going to go first.
You go first.
All right.
Yeah, you deserve to if you're trying to trick me.
It was pretty short.
I don't know how to help with this. All right.
We can give something.
Hey, we're going to try. I have to hear it out first.
Yep.
Let's see what's happening. Yeah, we will we'll do our best.
Yeah.
Okay.
My 23 male girlfriend's 24 female hygiene is so bad. What can I do?
So their girlfriend's hygiene is just real bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's a year older. She should be ashamed of herself.
Hey man, we don't know what she's dealing with.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's find out.
Do we care?
I care a little bit.
Just a little.
I try to be empathetic, especially when it comes to like hygiene, because I feel like some people there just ain't no excuse. There's some things that there's no excuse, but there's also some things that like you never know. So
there is depression aspect sometimes.
Yeah, you just I try to take it all in. I try to go with kindness.
Maybe I'm just in asshole mode this morning.
I mean, the thing is, she probably need to wash her ass, but
yeah.
I haven't heard it out yet. So
all crusty.
Know. She might let it crust and peel off. I don't know.
Making little crackle sounds every time she stands up.
Ew, that's so aggressive.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
I love this woman, and she is a great mother to our 2-year-old daughter. But my God, her bad hygiene habits are frustrating sometimes. Okay. I know she suffers from depression. There it is.
See? Okay.
Is on antidepressants. Has been for years.
Sure.
And I know I should cut her some slack, but it's just hard to deal with. She does not shower more than once a week at best. Often much less. Does not ever brush her teeth in the morning, and sometimes not at night. Does not wash her hair regularly. And she's a smoker, so that makes it worse. I've tried to gently bring it up with her in the past, and she bursts into tears, however gently I try, and says she knows she needs to do better, but it never takes more than a couple days before she's back to normal. I guess normal being...
the usual bad hygiene. Okay.
Yeah. I love her, but honestly, a lot of the time, I don't really want to have sex with her because she looks greasy. Like in bed last night, I could literally smell her feet as I lay next to her, and it just made me feel kind of hopeless about kind of hopeless about things. I don't know, the way he put that just made it sound. It made me feel kind of hopeless about things.
Damn.
Just sitting there feeling hopeless because your girl's nasty.
Oh, man.
Man.
Okay.
No idea what I should actually do that won't hurt her even more, but will actually get anything to change. I love her, and I want her to be okay for the sake of her health and happiness. Not just for me, but I don't know. It's just tough. That threw a little too long, didn't read. It's a little too late for that, but...
Yeah, the TLDR just says what the title said, basically, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody can comment anymore. It's a log post.
Yeah, people were probably going in.
Yeah.
The people of Reddit can be real trolls, especially when it comes to like somebody's depression and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The reality being that they probably deal with it themselves and just like, whatever. Yeah, fuck.
This kind of reminds me.
Damn.
Luckily, this girl's case doesn't seem to be as bad as somebody that Michaela and her friend knew back in the day.
Yeah.
That one of their guy friends had dated. I guess he just didn't want to be lonely because this girl he was living with and was with didn't wash herself. She would just lay on the couch, piss herself and shit herself, not get up to change, not shower for maybe a week and a half at a time.
Excuse the fuck out
Bro,
of me?
yes, I was...
Piss and shit herself?
Yep.
No, what?
This is a real thing, apparently.
I mean, this girl's just showering once a week, if that.
Yeah.
But, like...
That's... This
damn,
person's
that's
case...
next level.
That's depression. This other person that I'm talking about, that they were talking about, that's just...
Yeah.
That's something...
Yeah.
I don't know if something's going on up there. Maybe they weren't changed regularly as a baby and it just kind of rolled over.
Yeah.
I've heard of things like that happening, but...
I guess.
But let's not talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
it's a disgusting thought. Yeah.
That's wild. My thought on this, especially from a depression aspect, is that especially when you've got longer hair, obviously I can't just automatically make the assumption. Some people have shorter hair, longer hair. It doesn't matter what gender you are. But I've got longer hair. I assume she's got longer hair. He says she'd be looking greasy and stuff like that. And once you've reached the point, because there are a lot of girls that like are gonna wash their hair maybe once or twice a week, if that, because of the healthy oils and stuff like that in your hair. But you're still washing yourself. You know what I mean? But once they'll have like 1 or 2 days out of the week that's like a full routine.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got shaving to do, you're shaving. If you've got to wash your hair, you're washing your hair. You're doing like all the things. And then the rest of the week, you're like washing off your body, keeping clean, keeping up with yourself and going.
Yeah.
This seems like she's taking such a long time that it doesn't matter when she's going to hit the shower. It's got to be the full routine. And so being in that state of depression, it already seems like once you get there, you're going to have to do all of this work. And it's just like, if she could just get to that point where you have like one day that's this, just hop in the shower real quick, wash yourself down. Because, I mean, once you've reached the point of like, you're just laying there and you can smell disgusting feet, bro. Oh, man. No. No.
I think it would help a lot if she would be able to smell herself. I mean, I've been in these states before where I was deep in the dumps and not showering for a long time, but
yeah,
you go nose blind to yourself.
And you do a little bit.
Yeah. You just can't smell yourself until somebody tells you, hey, bro, you stink like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I feel like at a certain point, it like reaches a peak that you smell yourself again, and it's just awful. And you're just like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Got to do something about this. But, man, I don't know what you do for this, because obviously when you bring it up to her, the depression is there, and she's just already knowing that she's having such a hard time with it, and, like, I don't know. There's...
Maybe...
I don't know how you just make somebody want to clean themselves. And she's not brushing her teeth. he said sometimes she won't do it in the morning and then sometimes not even at night, which means she didn't brush her teeth that day at all. Like, that's just, she's not brushing her teeth.
It sounds like something, unfortunately, I know she's an adult herself, but maybe kind of help her through it, like offer to wash her, like she just lay in the bath and you can wash her.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, invite her in for a shower with you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, a little freaky dicky.
Have a little fun in the shower, you know, wash off, have some fun, wash off again. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
Make a whole thing of it. Have a good time.
Yeah. It might ignite a new spark for you.
Maybe. I don't know. Because, I mean, also, when you're in a state of depression, sometimes you just don't even feel like getting freaky at all. So,
I wonder, no, because he said she's been on antidepressants for a while.
For years, yeah.
I was wondering if this might be postpartum, but
oh, okay.
the postpartum might have amplified things.
That can go for years and years. So I've seen people deal with postpartum for a long time, and yeah, but they didn't mention this, and I don't know. It's hard to say, and I mean, I don't want to be like, I don't want to call anybody a lost cause either.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everybody can reach a point, but like, if she's been on antidepressants for years, like, I would hope that therapy is also involved. Yeah. And like, there's got to be a root cause of something that can begin to help bring her out of the depression, because there's a way out for everyone. You can get above water. You can get out of it. You can reach the surface again. But you've got to find what works for you. And if, you know, sometimes it's not therapy, sometimes it's not antidepressants. Like, there are many different ways to tackle it for many different people. So I don't know.
Yeah.
This one I'm honestly at a loss. I don't know how to help. Because what do you do in that situation? Like you said, offer to bathe her. Like, I'll do it for you. Mm-hmm. I think that's a really nice gesture, because she can just sit there, and obviously, like, she will probably feel some type of sadness about this, but it's also like an act of service, like an act of kindness. Like, you're taking care of her and showing her that you're there for her. And to be completely honest, that might be the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
I think you came up with a great idea there. I don't see any other route that's beneficial.
Because the only other thing I'm thinking, and it doesn't sound like this is an option, because what this guy is willing to put up with, obviously he really loves her, so he's not going to leave her.
Of course, yeah.
Though they are so early in life. He said he's 23, she's 24.
She's 24. It's very early on for them.
Yeah, I know they got a 2-year-old daughter now, but...
Right. And it's just like, you know, and the baby could have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
You know, especially at 2.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call that shit terrible twos for nothing. That shit exists.
It absolutely does.
It exists.
It doesn't stop at 2 most of the time.
It carries on a couple of years. But, you know, she could just be so mentally overwhelmed. And I think if you know, I mean, shit, convince her to get cleaned up a little bit. Send her out for a spa day. Go get a massage. Something.
Yeah.
Like some real self-care has to happen here, because I think that's what's lacking, and it's lacking in such a severity that it lacks in every other aspect as well. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's our only solution right there.
That's all I got.
Offer your services. Wash
Offer
that
your
body.
And do some things for her. Take care of the kid. Watch the kid for a while. Let her do her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Rub some baby oil on that thing, smack it around a little bit after she's done. Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly. Yeah. Okay, so this one's kind of long. My boyfriend has a set of strict rules. I'm not sure if I can keep going. So this is 18 female with a 21-year-old male boyfriend. Strict set of rules. Okay. So, hey everyone. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for almost a year now. And although a lot of things are great between us, there are also some stuff that really bother me and are starting to feel like red flags. I'm unsure if I should proceed with the relationship under the rules he's been enforcing, or if I can keep tolerating his weird opinions.
How old was the boyfriend?
21. She's 18. So, one of the biggest issues is that he asked me to cut off my boy best friend of over 4 years. I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now, leave his ass. Go ahead and end this relationship. Fuck this guy.
This already seems a little too much.
Yeah, and hopefully this reaches you at some point, because this was posted at the point of recording this 17 hours ago. So, yeah, fucking leave him, because anybody that'll make you stop being friends with people or cut off ties, you're not going to be friends with another guy, not while you're with me. That's so fucking stupid and insecure, bro. Unless they are making obvious passes at you or something like that. But this is just your guy best friend. You guys have been friends for 4 years.
I felt like you dealt with a girl like that in the past.
I have dealt with a couple of girls like that in my past. Yeah. And the main one was the psychotic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main one I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was the main one. I've had other girls that tried that as well, and some that tried it after her, and she was the one I learned with to not put up with it anymore, because she went through, and I don't know if she, like, I don't know how she did it. We already know that she was making, like, fake accounts of different things. You were one of them.
Yeah. She used me as a catfish.
Yeah, she used you. She used me. She used Jeremy. And those are the only three I know about.
Shout out Jeremy.
Those are the only three I know about. And I haven't spoken to Jeremy in such a long time that I don't think he ever knew about it. But, yeah, I thought it was the wildest thing when you reached out to me with that. And I was like, well, that's super weird, bro.
Yeah.
But
we didn't know it was her at the time.
We didn't know at the time, but now we know she was catfishing women. So,
yeah.
So
I was flattered.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. I mean, so was I. Like, it's odd to see yourself. Except she made my chin like a literal point, like almost anime style, and I was like, "What? Why?"
You remember she took my little leather jacket and edited a fake name over it?
No,
that was supposedly my name.
Oh my god, bro! Yeah. She thought she was clever. But she was the main one, and so when we first started dating, I got a call from one of my friends, and we had been friends for a long time. Shauna was also one of them. And they're reaching out to me saying that I need to get my girlfriend because she's going to get her ass beat. She's talking mad shit. And I was like, yeah, what's happening? I was like, look, just don't interact. I'll deal with this when I get off work, and I'll figure it out. And sure enough, she's created this back and forth, and she's like, I can't believe you would let your friends talk to me like this. They're calling me this, they're calling me that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, and of course clearing out anything that makes her look, incriminating there. So
of course.
She manipulated the fuck out of me for years. But I'm better for it because it's very hard to manipulate me now. So that's good.
Very good. Yeah.
Whatever. But anyways, get the fuck out of this relationship. But I'm going to continue reading. The only reason he asked me to do that, though, is because he found an album on my phone where I had saved a bunch of photos, videos, and messages from our chats. Nothing inappropriate, just a lot of memories. Very normal thing to do with your friends. So I see nothing wrong here. He got the wrong idea and felt uncomfortable, so he told me that I had to at least stop talking to him. Nope, that's lame. Also, he's older than you. Why is he so insecure? Whatever. Yeah. That's how it goes, though. Another thing that really gets to me is that he doesn't let me wear short skirts anymore. even if I wear safety shorts underneath. He said he doesn't want me to look like a...
Let me hear it.
She just said communicative woman. I'm assuming she's trying to come up with a nice way to say whore.
Communicative?
Yeah. They'd just be communicating a lot. I don't know. Whatever.
What a harlot.
We also had a big argument over what swimsuit I should wear this summer. He's obviously against bikinis and even some swim dresses. What the fuck, bro? Yeah, the insecurities are real. Run as fast as you fucking can. So
This guy is the red flag factory.
yeah, he's got all of them. According to him, it's not safe for me to get too much male attention, especially if I'm out alone. That idea has only come up more recently. I was allowed to wear skirts for the first 9 months of our relationship, but then he changed his mind after I broke his trust on multiple occasions, and if I hadn't, then he wouldn't have had to take that back or make such strict rules. He demands that I'm home before 8:30. I live in a city and have a 1-hour ride home using public transport. Most of the time, I come back from a day with my friends sooner than he tells me to, and he said he felt disrespected that I always do the same mistake and that it was way too risky for me to travel that late by myself. We both have bad experiences with weird people in my city. That's no excuse. That's fucking no excuse. You get yourself some weapons and you leave this guy. He checks my phone sometimes. He doesn't read anything, but he did once ask me to show him the TikToks my friend was sending, because I sent him a video about some gym guy humbling another. It was harmless. It was a harmless meme, but he still felt uncomfortable that she sent me a video of a shirtless guy. Jesus. Oh my God. And thought that maybe she sends me stuff like that often. He also told me that I can't have any group of friends if there are males involved, and that I shouldn't have any close friendly communication with guys at all. This is fucking pissing me off, to be honest, bro. God.
How much more of this do we have to deal with?
Just another couple paragraphs.
Oh, boy.
He also told me, oh, wait, no. On top of that, he regularly calls women derogatory words online for posting gym pictures and even leaves comments under their videos.
You are such a communicative woman.
He has some really misogynistic opinions, and while he's always ready with arguments to support them, it's still not something I'm comfortable with. It doesn't matter what his argument is, he's wrong, so that's stupid. I want to also, however, mention the good side. Now, I don't want to hear it because you've already listed too much bad shit. But,
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got.
There's always this.
He has told me that once we move in together, he'll take care of everything. All expenses, supporting me through school, helping me, and making sure I have everything I need. And right now, he is very supportive in many ways. Our communication is usually really good, and I do enjoy being with him. But these rules or controlling behavior are really putting me off, and I don't know if it's something I can accept for the rest of my life. Should I break up with him? So, yes, run for the
There's
fucking
that,
hills.
yeah. And you're pretty much going to be... What's that word? Now I'm having trouble with the word. Once you move in with him...
Reliant.
Yeah, maybe that.
That's the word that comes to mind for me. Like, you're completely dependent on him for everything.
Yeah, and how much worse do you think those rules are going to get?
He's creating a world where, yes, you're 18. I'm sure it sounds wonderful that somebody is willing to take care of you and do everything for you. And that sounds cool, except when you mix in all of these other red flags, all he's actually doing is creating a world where he is the person that gives you the money you can go and do things with. Mm-hmm. He is the person that probably will have the car. He's the person with the home. Everything's under his name. He's taking care of everything. And if anything were to happen or you go against him in any way, you are trapped because you'll have nowhere to go except back to your family. And maybe you'll be too embarrassed because you're younger and you don't want to go back to family so early in life. Blah, blah, blah. I've seen it a million times. I've been through something similar. Mm-hmm. Just get the fuck out of it. I've never had anybody take care of me, though, so it always gave me a leg up on escaping. But
my friend's got
will
a
feel
girlfriend and he hates
trapped.
that bitch.
So, that's a good song. You'll feel trapped. You'll feel like you have no place to go, and then you will continue depending on him, thus continuing the cycle. And just fuck this guy. Fuck it all, man. Run for the hills. I really might take the link for this video and post it under this person's Reddit later so that she can hopefully see this.
Yeah.
And honestly, hope your boyfriend hears it, because fuck him.
Hopefully they're not together at this point. How long ago was that one posted?
17 hours. Yeah.
That's fresh.
It's so fresh.
Bro.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, you know, within a week, maybe you do wise up and you say, you know what, let me get out of here while I can.
She's young, man.
Because controlling doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
It just
She don't know yet.
becomes exacerbated. Like it will just get worse and worse and worse and worse until he is controlling every single aspect of your life and what you can do and who you can hang out with and what girls you can hang out with, because he's starting with the guys, but then it's going to filter over to the girls, because it's already kind of started, because your friend sends you a harmless video of a shirtless guy. Let me tell you how much that should fucking matter. My wife sends me shit of shirtless guys. Like, who cares? These are people that are out there on the internet. They could walk right by. If they're with you, they're with you. You're with him, so he shouldn't give a fuck. But he does, and that's a red flag. So fuck him.
Man, I caught this part. I don't know if she meant to put like quotation marks around it.
Sure.
She was like talking about how she broke his trust in the past.
Yeah.
She didn't touch on that.
She didn't touch on what she had done. But it also sounded like in that same paragraph that they haven't been together that long.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the first 9 months, it was fine. And then she recently broke his trust. So, like, you guys have been together maybe a year? Get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Run.
Honestly.
Because she didn't touch on what she did to break his trust. But I can only imagine that breaking his trust had something to do with having a folder of videos and pictures with your guy best friend. And this girl sending you TikToks of shirtless guys. And, you guys went out and a homeless guy was looking at you. Like, who knows? Like, there's so many things. You went to the gas station and said, and, somebody walking out say, hey, what up, ma? And then he was like, no, you can't dress a certain way when you go out because look at the way these people act.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro. Just get out of it.
And honestly, when you do get out of it, you might want to use the buddy system for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. He sounds like he will also turn into a stalker.
Yeah.
So, that is also speaking from experience. So, a little bit of fun shit there.
Running up on you in the parking lot.
Boy.
Oh,
have I shared that on here before? I'm going to have to do that one day if I haven't.
One day.
One day. Not today.
We finally touched on the fact that she was using us to catfish.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Well, you guys get more of that story later. It's a very wild ride.
Okay, these people are around our age. A conversation with my girlfriend, 31 female, about my 34 male appearance has left me a little bit heartbroken, and now I'm suffering in silence.
Okay.
Around a year ago, I started a fitness journey and began turning my life around health-wise after my marriage ended. I made some drastic improvements, built muscle, lost weight, and have never been happier with how I look. I quickly gained confidence, and I put myself back into the dating pool. I met an amazing, beautiful woman, and we have been together for 6 months now. I am generally very secure with my appearance. However, I am a logical person, and I accept that she is much better looking than me, which would also mean that she would have dated attractive guys before me.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell her regularly how beautiful she is to me, and I have told her that she is the most attractive person I have been with. She is very complimentary in return, but rarely compliments my appearance. And when she does it, it is quite reserved and nonspecific.
Well, hopefully he gives some examples, because I don't see a problem here yet.
Yeah. This sounds more insecure on his part.
That's kind of what I'm getting.
As time has gone on, she has started frequently making jokes about my appearance, such as my height, my hair. I buzz cut my hair as I have started to recede a bit and think it looks better short. That's unfortunate. I feel like I'm starting to do the same.
Yeah, but you still got a good hairline. Like, your hair looks good. It looks good today.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I gotta hang it down.
Going on. It's cool.
It looks better when I got it coming down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, until it's towards the back of your head, or you got a cul-de-sac going on. Keep the hair, you know what I mean?
Don't need that.
All right.
Yeah, anyway. And most of all, the size of my arms. She has also made unprompted comments about her usual type being a bigger build than me and has spoken about dating several bodybuilders in the past. She has also made some comments about having a history dating black guys. Okay.
So?
She has reassured me that our relationship is deeper than that and that she loves me for what I give her emotionally, which she has never experienced before, and until now that has been enough for me. Last week, we were talking about my circumcision, which I had as an adult, and she joked that I should have asked for them to make it bigger and darker as well. That's kind of getting...
I mean, if it's a joke between you two, like, between y'all, like, I understand it's not the best joke to make. But she assumes that she's just joking with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, rather than her saying that around, like, your friends or your family or, you know what I mean? Like, that would be like, whoa, too far. But, like, obviously, you just feel some type of way that she's dated black guys. We can't get around that.
Yeah.
That's clearly what's happening here. And maybe you're feeling less than adequate in the package department. And, I mean... get the fuck over it, bro. You got what you got, and she's gonna make some jokes, and who cares?
Yeah, she sounds like an asshole, to be honest.
Yeah, she doesn't sound like the greatest person, to be fair.
Yeah.
But also, like, you guys have only been together 6 months. You're still figuring each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people she's dated in the past are used to a little bit of, like, roasting kind of joking rapport, and, that might be what she's used to. Fucking communicate and tell her that you don't like these things. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you're only 6 months in. So right now, at this point, you don't like this shit. Make the decision to fucking leave or stick around. It sounds like you've stuck it out because you think she's out of your league and you don't have the confidence to put up with the fact that she's out of your league. Who cares if she's dated whoever, bodybuilders, it doesn't matter. Like, are you with her right now? Cool. She had to choose you for a reason, bro. Get the fuck over it.
And that kind of attitude is just gonna deplete the relationship after a while.
Yeah, that's
that
what
lack
I'm saying.
of confidence.
Like, if you can't get over that hump right there, like, it's over. She's going to eventually catch on to how insecure you are. I'm surprised she hasn't yet, because it sounds like you're very insecure about your hair and your size and your bodybuilding and all of this. You also just got out of a marriage. I don't know how recent that was, but you got out of a marriage and now you're in this 6-month-long relationship. This is more of a rebound than anything else. It's more likely that it's not going to last. Like, just keep it moving or find a way to get over it.
And if she likes you for how you make her feel emotionally, like you've said, then that's definitely not going to last if you just bring all your own emotional shit to the table.
Yeah. So, it goes one of two ways. You guys can sit down, you can communicate about it, and say, hey, when you make these kind of jokes, I'm not a fan. And I mean, you can say that you don't want to hear about, like, certain aspects of her dating life, whatever. Like, I feel like people should be able to have open communication. It doesn't matter who you've been with before to me, because you're with me now. So, like, I don't know. Like, it just, to me, it sounds like she's used to being able to rib him a little bit, and he's very insecure, and it's not a good combination. So, I'm not saying she's totally in the right. She does sound kind of like an asshole a little bit, but
Yeah, especially with how it's going. I'm looking at the next sentence.
what's the next sentence? I didn't realize there was even more than that.
Oh, there was more.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What else did he say about her?
So we left off at last week. We were talking about my circumcision, which I had as an adult, and she joked that I should have asked for them to make it bigger and darker as well.
Sure.
Then he says, I made the mistake of asking if that was her preference, and she smiled and looked away. I decided to drop it, but it did bother me, which she picked up on and later asked if she had upset me. At least she cares.
Yeah, she asked about it.
This led to a conversation where she said that I am the only man she has ever loved, but told me she wishes that I was taller, that I had hair, and that my arms were bigger. She also implied that I am the least attractive person she has been with. That would suck to hear.
But also, he said implied.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe she specifically
Implied.
says, oh, it'd be nice that you were a little taller.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be nice if you had more hair. Oh, it'd be nice if your muscles were bigger. I'm sure this didn't all come at one time, because that would just be a weird thing. Like, let me just pick apart everything about you real quick. I hate all of this. It probably would be like, oh, I feel like he shaves his head. She doesn't like a shaved head.
Yeah.
There are many people who don't like buzz cuts. Let your shit grow out. Find a way to make the receding hairline work for you. Obviously, if you're having to do a comb over type shit with a fucking cul-de-sac in your head, don't bother.
do that.
But
Yeah.
it sounds like maybe you just got it receding a little bit and you need to fucking own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe she would like that more. Muscles, easy. Go keep working out. You've been on a good track. Height, I mean, there's some
Can't help
shoes
that.
that'll lift you a little bit. Maybe you grab a pair of those.
Yeah.
Start wearing boots. I don't know. I frequently wear boots to give me another 1.5 inches of height. It makes me feel better. So
It gives you a little bit more pep in your walk, too.
yeah, it just makes you feel like, hey, I'm on
I'm
top
a
of the world.
man.
I'm a real manly man. Whatever makes you feel better, man. That's what it is all about at the end of the day. Because it doesn't sound like all of this came at one time. Sounds like she might have mentioned something about like, oh, I wish you would grow your hair out. And you maybe took that as, damn, she hates my hair. And, maybe you couldn't lift something really heavy. I don't know. I'm making a lot of excuses here because I'm just seeing how insecure you are. And it makes me not really buy into her just completely tearing you apart. She does seem like maybe she ribs you a little too hard and you take it a little offensive because maybe you're a little more sensitive about these things. And that's okay, but those are things to work through.
Yeah, it would be different if, like, you've talked to her about these insecurities and she constantly gets onto them because she knows you have them.
Because one thing that I'm not seeing here is at any point where he is just, like, sitting her down and being like, all of these things are things I have a problem with.
No, he's just keeping them to himself.
And it's just like letting it build. And this is making me really sad. And this is making me really hate myself. And this is making me, because I also wish I was taller. I also wish my hair was this and that. I also wish I had bigger muscles. Like,
Well, we talked about this before. At some point, you got to joke about it.
exactly. It doesn't matter, bro. You just are who you are. And maybe you haven't reached a point in life where you love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, you're not going to be able to expect anybody else to do it. So,
Yeah, he says, I now feel deflated and more insecure than I ever was. Awesome.
obviously.
When I was out of shape. I have also become borderline obsessive with my diet and exercise. I trust her completely and appreciate her honesty with me, but part of me wishes I didn't know how much she would change about me if she could. I know I need to communicate this work with her. Of course. Yes, there it is. He has not. I know I need to communicate this with her, but I also know that a line has been crossed, and no amount of talking will erase this knowledge or the feeling I had when she told me this. How do I go on in this situation? Fucking talk to her.
Yeah, just communication, bro. You guys have been together 6 months. So I have less empathy for this whole situation just because you guys haven't been together that long. Because it's just one of those things that you either fucking communicate about it and get over your insecurities, or you move on because you can't deal with how she brings things up or what she talks about or how she's open about her past. Like, none of these things should matter. It shouldn't matter that she dated bodybuilders. It shouldn't matter that she specifically dated black guys. That's wild that you care.
He's probably worried about his winky.
It's like, she's getting busted. And it's like, hey, good for her.
Yeah.
That's in the past. She chose you for a reason, bro. And that, above all else, if you love a woman and she chose you, what the fuck else matters? Even if it's her own personal thoughts, she's still with you. What's she gonna do? Walk away? Okay. There you go. She did it. Like, what the fuck are you waiting on? Like, communicate or dip. That's all I got. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Because he pretty much laid it out there at the end that he has not attempted to communicate this.
No attempt whatsoever.
He communicated with all of us on Reddit.
Just hear paragraphs of it.
Yeah.
The insecurities are heavy, bro.
That's wild.
You gotta get past that. Next up, my 34 female. My husband says he can no longer experience empathy for me. Advice needed. I, 34 female, have been married to my husband, 35 male. Those things are creepy, bro. Almost 3 years. Together almost 6. When we first lived together, he used to get up earlier than me and would send me a loving text every morning to wake up to. That's so sweet. Tonight, I was deleting photos on my phone and saw a screenshot of one of the texts from 5 years ago that said something like, "You are amazing. I love you. You're my favorite person. I hope you have a great day." Seeing and remembering this felt kind of crushing because I haven't felt that sort of love from him in a long time. Maybe sometimes in short bursts, but never consistently. I started having thoughts like, am I ever going to feel that adored again? We went to the dog park and he asked me what was wrong. I told him that I was feeling down and why. He didn't speak for several minutes. And then I asked what he was thinking, and he said he didn't know how to take this because he thought we were just going to have a nice time together and he wanted to salvage the day. He seemed mildly annoyed, and at that point I felt so rejected, unseen, and burdensome that I told him he could finish his walk alone. We walked in different directions and finally talked in the car. I started sobbing and told him that I was already feeling sensitive, sad, and vulnerable when we started the walk. His reaction made me feel like shit. I told him it didn't feel normal that I could be in this vulnerable state and he could react with zero empathy, tenderness, or reassurance. He continued to get more frustrated and hostile as I continued to cry more. He finally admitted that since a difficult period 2 years ago, he feels like he has a deadened response to my emotions. He believes that I have criticized him too much and it feels like I punish him constantly. He said my emotions feel way too big for him. I told him I can't be in a relationship like that and that I need empathy from my partner. Is there any salvaging this, or is my marriage over? What should I do?
Since a difficult period.
So something that happened 2 years ago, and maybe she was just unloading a lot of, similar feelings here of, why don't you send me those texts anymore? I don't feel loved by you. Maybe he's gone through a period of having to reassure so much that it's just, he's over it. He doesn't want to have to reassure you. Either know that he loves you or don't. But the other thing here is that you're not wrong in feeling this way. You want a partner who will always feel that empathy for you. He no longer does.
And you are also communicating.
And you've communicated it. And he has chosen the path of just shutting down and just letting go of it and not trying. I personally feel there's not much salvaging. It sounds like you are still happy with him. There's just this one aspect about him that you're not happy with. And so maybe you guys hit therapy, maybe you talk it out, see a counselor, some type of thing that helps you move past this and maybe re-spark that empathy from him. But I don't want to say lost cause because I don't know what all you guys have been through.
Of course, life happens.
Right.
Sometimes it kind of just makes you feel numb to everything.
Yeah. And sometimes, that's just the way it goes. And it's not great, but that's where you're at. And it's up to you whether or not you want to attempt to salvage it. You can try. I just don't know if there's going to be an outcome you're actually wanting from this. I know if it were me, I always take my dad's advice. The second that it crosses your mind that you want out, go ahead and get out. Yeah, fantastic advice, honestly. Because if it's crossing your mind that this may not be working or will ever work again, then, cut it and run. But if you think that you're going through a rough patch and there's something to salvage, try to do so. It depends on how much effort you feel you're okay with putting into this. That's what it ultimately comes down to.
Yeah.
Because he sounds pretty checked out. So you are going to be doing all the work here. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Because he's done with it. He's over with. And you guys have been together, I think it said 6 years. And 2 years ago is when this happened. So at that point, you were together for 4. It's been an additional 2 of him just being deadened inside. And, I don't know, 2 years of dead empathy just doesn't... you're going to be doing all the work if you want to try to salvage anything, so...
Yeah, there's got to be both ways.
Yep.
Absolutely. Therapy.
That's all you can hope for, and hope that it reignites some empathy, because, I don't want to place any blame here, but it is possible that you look for reassurance so frequently, and that's what kind of caused this deadened period. Hopefully he opens up more about that, and you can understand. It doesn't sound like he really said more than something that happened 2 years ago killed it. You didn't really go into detail there, so I don't know what killed it, but if I were to place some assumptions here, it would be that. It would be that maybe you bombarded him with too much reassurance being needed, and he just said, fuck, bro, how many times do I have to fucking convince you that if you were a leaf, I would still fucking want to be with you? And if you were a worm, I'll also be a worm, and it's fine. Stop asking me these stupid questions. You've never seen that before? It's just a thing that goes around the internet.
Okay, I thought that was just something that you were coming up with off the top of your head.
No. It's like, if I were a snail, would you still love me? If I were a leaf, would you still love me? Like, it's just like a meme that goes around on the internet. But anyways, the most common one is a worm. If I were a worm, would you still love me? And then the boyfriend is always like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just like, you don't get it.
You don't love me.
You don't love me. That's what this really comes down to. If you couldn't love me as a worm, you don't deserve me.
Yep. If you can't handle me at my wormiest.
That's right. Right.
Do you feel me?
I think so.
So here is the interesting one. At least the title puts it off this way.
Yeah, it looks interesting, yeah.
Boyfriend, 19 male, and I, 17 female, were mugged. He ran away and left me alone with the mugger. I can't see him in the same light anymore.
He ran.
And left her alone with the mugger.
And left you... Okay, here's the thing. She's 17. He's 19. Bro, just get out of it. I don't even need to hear
off
anymore.
The rip.
Just go. End it. You knew where this was when you typed the title out. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see him in the same light anymore. Yeah, probably not. He's not your protector. One, you guys are still kids. And nobody wants to hear that when you're 17, 18, 19. I get it, but you guys are still kids. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of there.
And I can't believe you're still calling him your boyfriend at this
He
point.
left you with muggers, bro. Yeah, it would have been over that night. You
Yeah.
left me to fucking die, bro. It's done. We're done.
Would you like to hear it, though?
Oh, I would love to hear it. Yes, I do want to hear how all of this played out because it's not long, but
Yeah.
I do want to hear it. It's just like I don't need to.
Yeah.
I know where this goes. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Because who leaves alone with, bro? I could be walking with a stranger, and I'm not gonna fucking dip on them and leave them with a mugger. You know what I mean? Like that's just not in me. Like, what are you? This is your girlfriend.
Just pick her up and carry her, man.
You do some Tim McGraw shit. You put it behind you. Don't take the girl, man. You could take my watch and my keys. I don't know what the fuck else he gave that guy, but he said don't take the girl, and you said have her.
You're throwing out a lot of references I don't know.
You don't know the don't take the girl.
Mm-mm.
Are you serious?
I haven't heard that
Even
one.
if you don't listen to country, I just thought that was.
I do listen to country. That's the thing.
Oh, that's even crazier.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Okay, that kind of sounds familiar, maybe.
Yeah, if you heard it, you would know it for sure. But basically, it's like a transition period of like Tim McGraw is like a little or this guy, whatever, who the song is about, is a little kid, and his dad's like, "Hey, we're going fishing, you know. Hey, can my friend come? Well, no, your friends can't come today, but you know this little girl, she wants to go with us. Don't take the girl. I want my friends to come fishing. Don't take that girl." Okay, and then they get older, and he starts dating this girl. And then they get mugged in an alleyway, and he says, "Look, man, you can have my watch, you can have my keys, you can have my wallet, you can have whatever you want. Don't take the girl."
Okay.
And then, a little bit further into their future, they're having a baby.
And Faith Hill.
She's about to, sure, she is going to die on the table, basically, having the baby.
Oh.
And so he gets down and prays, "Don't take the girl." Yeah, it's like a full life cycle of "Don't take the girl."
It's making me feel all teary-eyed,
Oh,
man.
I
That's
know.
fucking beautiful.
It's honestly very beautiful song. Well, one of my
Is
favorites.
that the one
by
that
him.
starts off like, "Nah, nah, nah, she was 8 years old"?
That's it.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I remember when I was young, always making fun of that part.
Yeah, that part's funny. yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Right. But, okay, there we go.
That's like the only Tim McGraw song that I know. Besides, what's that other one? The one about it being your last day. Live like today is your last. Fuck, what does he say? It's something about.
Not a big Tim McGraw person.
I know. It's just this one other song that I know, bro. I only know two. And he's like, something about riding on a Fu Manchu or something. I don't know.
We'll figure it out
It
later.
doesn't matter.
We'll ask Faith Hill. Yesterday, okay, this is the story.
Oh, yes.
This is the story.
Sorry, we got way off track there.
We've been doing that a lot today.
My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was hanging out with my boyfriend, and we were in a not so great part of our city.
Obviously, you got mugged.
Yeah.
So.
Suddenly,
Spoiler alert.
suddenly, a guy approached us to ask for indications. Indications?
Maybe she wrote directions.
Maybe.
And
Autocorrect,
like
maybe.
Autocorrected, yeah, maybe. She just didn't know how to spell directions. I was like, maybe you mean indication.
Maybe she's slizdexic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suddenly, a guy approached us to ask for indications or directions.
Sure.
And asked us to help him get there, and we helped him. Stupid, I know. After getting there, he pulled out a knife and asked for all our money. Boyfriend ran away and left me alone with the mugger. Immediately?
Just immediately. And the motherfucker only pulled out a knife?
Bro.
This gotta be in the UK or some shit.
Gotta be.
This motherfucker pulls out a knife and you ran?
Maybe the indications means directions in the UK.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Actually.
It's possible.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. chips or fries. So,
Luckily, he just wanted my money, so I gave him all the money I had, and then he went away. After that, I went
Honestly,
inside. Go ahead.
sorry, but I wouldn't even fucking rob you at this point. As soon as I pull out that knife and the dude takes off on you,
Like, damn, bro.
look, what you need to do is get a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
All right?
I'll be your boyfriend.
I'll be your boyfriend. Just get away from that guy. Don't ever be with that guy again. I'm gonna put this away. No more knife. I'm gonna go my way. You go yours. We'll call it even.
Boy.
Good night. My bad. That was real fucked up that guy did.
Yep.
Like, I couldn't even have the heart to rob you anymore. Like, you know what? I'm going to
Just
go find
imagine
somebody
it.
else. Don't
Yeah.
even worry about it.
Yeah. I don't even want your money.
I thought he was going to jump in front of you. I'm sorry.
I could have taken his money.
Okay.
After that, I went inside a bar and called my parents. My parents were furious with boyfriend and tried to call him, but he did not pick up. And he's a coward?
And he's a coward.
Well, that much is clear, actually.
Well, yeah. True. Yeah.
In more ways than one.
obviously. It's just in every single way. You can't even answer a phone call. It's crazy. But
We then went to the police and then returned home, and after maybe 2 hours, I received a call from boyfriend asking me where I was and telling me he alerted the police.
get the fuck out of here, bro.
I exploded on him,
As you should.
and he did not even apologize, but kept telling me he did the best he could. Bro,
You ran.
my question is there any way to recover from this?
Nope.
My image of him is shattered.
Obviously, it's over. It's done. There's no fixing this. There's no be a good boyfriend school.
As soon as he saw the knife, he was just like, oh, tally-ho.
Quite possibly.
Bro.
It just, oh my gosh. So, like, I just don't understand it, right? Now, this is a very, probably, you know, I don't know if this is even considered toxic masculinity, but it's just like, I personally like to view myself as a protector. Are all men protectors? Obviously not. Are they meant to be? No, women can protect themselves, absolutely. But I like to view myself as such. I just want to know that I'm doing my best to take care of my family and things of that nature and those around me. And if there's a mugger with a fucking knife, no less, like, just from watching old movies, I can get a knife away from you, bro. Like, I'm not scared of that shit. Anyways, like, this is probably something that is so absurd for me to believe, but I've watched Rush Hour so many times that I'm convinced that even if I was mugged with a gun, I'll snatch it.
Have you at least tried it? Like, had a little practice run?
Yes.
You have.
On Bowen. But yes. Man.
He's pretty agile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just take it and get their arm this way and then turn the gun this way out of their hand as you grab it and bam. Those are the moves. As far as execution, if it would really go down that way, I don't know, but I'm convinced that I could do it. I hope I never have to find out. But just like the fact that all the dude pulled out was a knife. You couldn't even get stabbed for your girl, bro?
I hear getting stabbed is pretty painful, though.
I'm sure it is.
Let me ask you this.
What's more painful?
Off topic.
The fact that you fucking ran away from your girl, your image is shattered. You're ruined as a man. Like, you're... But go ahead, off topic.
Off topic.
Yeah.
Would you rather be shot or stabbed in the stomach?
I've been stabbed in the stomach.
You have. Oh. You have.
And I will tell you, healing from that isn't fun. I had 4 nice incisions that go all the way through to the organs.
Yeah.
Glued shut.
Sorry for bringing up the memories.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's almost a year now.
Yeah.
But the healing sucks. But I mean, getting shot, I don't know. If I knew it's not going to kill me, I think I'd take getting shot. If I knew for a fact it's not going to kill me, I'm going to have to take one of these.
Yeah, them gut shots.
I think I would rather just get shot. If I know it's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a little less afraid of a knife. If you get stabbed, all you have to do is like get it away from the person, make sure they don't pull it back out.
Yeah.
If you can keep it in, you got a chance of it not fucking anything up. You can get into surgery. Once you remove it,
yeah.
So but
that's what Steve Irwin did.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So this is it's absurd. You guys should end it. He fucking ran out on you while you guys got
immediately, bro.
Yeah. There was no waiting. There was no like, babe, I know I'm faster than you. I can get to the cops. You just gotta distract him for a bit. No, it was just knife. No. Ah! Like, what? I just can't wrap my head around it, man. I just cannot.
I really can just see both of them, the mugger and the girl, just staring after him for a second.
Right. Just both very confused. Like, I would be like, you guys were together, right? Like, did I catch two strangers that were just helpful with directions or indications?
No.
I don't know, man. This is just so insane to me. Like, no, it's over. You're never going to be able to fix this image of him ever in life again.
Nah.
He left you to die. And you didn't, and I'm glad you're okay. But he left you to die. How fast did he think he was going to get to alert the police? Not fast enough that a knife couldn't have shanked you a few times, and then the guy runs away, and then it's over. No, this is done. This is a wrap.
Immediately.
Stick by your partner's side. If you guys get mugged, stay with them. I don't care if it's guy or girl. Stay with them.
And even if the girl did stay with him, her parents are never gonna want her to be with him ever.
No.
Furious. You left my little baby girl out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even if she chose this, she's never gonna be able to bring him to any family holiday events. Nothing.
Nah.
Because it's just gonna be brought up all the time. You know what a gift it is this Christmas? That we still have our daughter, because this asshole over here left her to be stabbed in an alleyway. He just ran.
It was
when
me.
They got mugged.
I did it.
He's like, oh, this is the 5th Christmas in a row. Thanks, guys. And it's just not gonna work. It's just not. It's absurd.
No.
Oh my goodness. Yes. You sound like one of those chickens.
Them cock-a-doodle-doos.
Yeah. When you squeeze them.
The one manager be playing with.
Yes, that one. My girlfriend suddenly wants to move out for a while because she lost attraction to me. Should I just end it?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, yep.
Yeah.
Because...
How do you salvage that?
Yeah. She lost attraction to you. It's kind of over. You don't want somebody to force themselves to find you attractive again. Whatever it is.
And then to move out because of the fact.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And then you're asking, should I just end it? I'm surprised she didn't end it. She's probably going too soon. That's why she moved out. It's easier for her this way because she's already escaped. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just piling on. My bad. So, 32 male, girlfriend's 27. Me and my girlfriend have been together for 4 years. The last year of our sexual relationship has been rocky. When I have tried to talk to her about it, she just said that she is going through some things. Stress, depression, loss. Which I have respected, and I've tried to give her space. And when we have talked about you almost got me there. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, if I slow down the video here just enough, it'll be like, what?
You look kind of startled.
That's what I'm saying. I was a little startled.
Yeah.
It caught me off guard. I saw you holding it, but I was like,
you didn't know it was coming.
I didn't know.
You thought I was going to do what I did last time.
Yeah, I thought.
Yep.
Keep them on their toes. Where was I? Which I have respected, and I tried to give her space. When we have talked about it, she has been very clear that she doesn't know, and it's not me. Ooh. It's not you, it's me, okay? It's not you though, okay?
No, that's the universal sign that it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, our relationship has been amazing, loving, and we have even talked about having kids and getting married. And she's the one that brought both of those things up. They felt the need to add that in. This
They're in
weekend,
their 30s?
she's 27. He's 32.
Okay.
Yeah. This weekend, she came to me and told me she has had very strong sexual desires the last few weeks. But she doesn't want to have sex with me. That's fucked. I'm so horny. Just not for you, though. So she wants a break to move out, but to keep dating and being exclusive. She even said that she had been thinking about ending it. I hate to break it to you, but she's gonna end it.
Yeah.
I've done this. I have done this. I have said, nah, it's just a break. And it turned into just, not a break.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Breaks are rarely breaks. Because how are you taking a break? She's moving out. But you guys are still going to date and be exclusive. Something ain't lining up. And then she even admitted that she had thought about ending it. Maybe she said that just to reassure you. Hey, look, I thought about it, but this is what I chose instead. Just to make you feel a little bit safer. And then once she's gone long enough, hey, guess what? It actually is over. Or she'll ghost you. Never know.
Yeah.
I feel like this came out of nowhere and was very surprised. But after talking for a while, I realized she has been holding a lot of resentment in regarding sex. She felt offended that I didn't like something she did 3 years ago. She felt like I stopped flirting with her in the same way, in which I have.
These people are so vague with these little things. I did this 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I
just want to know, like, did she lick your asshole and you were just like,
I don't know.
That's not for me.
Yep.
And she was just like, well, fuck, this is something I really enjoy. Who knows? I don't know. If she tried to give you a rusty pelican, you should be fucking thankful, though. All right? And this is your fault. So,
yeah.
I'm going with she tried to give you a rusty pelican. And for those of you listening, if you're not aware of what a rusty pelican is,
not.
That's okay. Let's grab a screenshot of the definition. I'll put it in the video.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it for you guys. We'll do the work for you. I'm not going to make you go to another website. There we go.
That's it?
That's it. Yes. Okay, here we go. They've added some fake rusty pelicans. This is the true rusty pelican here, I assure you.
Okay. Variation of a rusty trombone.
Mm-hmm.
While a man is having his balls mouthed from behind / underneath,
Yep.
his partner tucks his balls inside her lower jaw and generously reaches around to give a tug.
Yeah.
The male recipient farts, causing the rectum-facing ball handler to madly flap her arms in an effort to wave away the noxious gas, resembling a pelican taking flight.
There it is. It's a great one.
The example sentence, I walked in on Dinah and Ben last night right at the gassy crescendo of a rusty pelican.
Yep. It's the best one, man. It's the best one. And she tried it on you, and you just weren't having it. And you said, no, this isn't for me. And now she is just not attracted to you anymore. You should have let her do it.
She wanted that rusty pelican.
That's it. Now I'm not sure what to feel. She still lives with me and is looking for an apartment. Damn, I thought she was just going to stay with somebody for a bit. She's looking for her own apartment, bro.
That's
it's
over, bro.
It's over. Let it go. I need some advice, please. Should I break up with her, or is this break something that could work? Nope.
Honestly,
It's so hard to let go of the future we had planned together and of her. I do still love her. Nah, bro.
Well, love somebody else. Go on to somebody else because at this point, she's just waiting on you to end it.
Yep. she's waiting on you to end it, or she's going to give it enough time once she has her own apartment. Once, give it enough time. It's not a break, bro. She's trying to, like, do it the nice way because she doesn't know how to say, I'm over this relationship. She's trying to say, hey, we're going on a break. But don't worry. We're still dating. We're still going to go out on dates. We're still going to be exclusive. You don't have to worry about any of that. But it's a break, though.
And that'll give her a long enough time to actually cheat on you, which will hurt even more. So end it right now.
Yeah, just end it ahead of time because you best believe she's getting her own apartment for a reason.
Yeah.
She's going to find somebody that will want to do the Rusty Pelican with her. So
absolutely. Have them
Just
arms
is what it
flapping
is.
around.
Yep. All right.
Lord have mercy. There was one interesting thing I saw.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, we've gone on a long time today.
Yes, we have. Might as well go a little longer.
Yeah. Give the people what they don't want.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's a question.
Okay.
If you could press a button to erase all evil from humanity, but it would also erase free will, would you press it?
Ooh. Gets rid of all evil.
But gets rid of free will as well.
There's no free will. Nah, what's the point of living? Nah. Gotta have free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have the good without the evil.
This is true. I don't know. Yeah. Gotta have free will, man. I can't even imagine a world where I can't do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just a short little deep moment for you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we let that we let that one guy know that he needs to get on board with Rusty Pelicans, and gave out plenty of other advice. Hopefully some of it was useful. I'm probably going to go under some of these Reddit posts and share this video once it uploads.
Mm-hmm.
So that these people can get this advice directly. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else.
No.
You have anything
No.
else?
I know what you were going to ask
You
me.
knew?
No.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, how
Yeah.
did you know?
I don't know.
It's like
It's
I
just
do it every week.
Yeah, maybe. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, please. I added a new little thing at the end of our video. You might not have seen it because it came out this morning, but it's like a thing that comes together and it says, "Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe."
Oh, it does a thing?
Yeah, and it's just like, whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I got rid of the credits thing. I'm sure, as funny as it was for me to sit there and come up with everything that your mom and stuff, but felt like that bit was over.
Did it feel like a wasted effort?
Well, more so because, like, is anybody gonna read all that really? Who knows? It's just like an Easter egg, and I just kept doing it for like 4 or 5 videos, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a new one, and I just made a really big text that's just thank you for watching, please like and subscribe. So you'll see that at the end of this one as well, because I like it. I think it's short, sweet, to the point.
Trying different things.
We gotta try different things. We gotta find our path.
Yeah.
So,
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
I'm like a dog chasing a car, wouldn't know what to do with it if I got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I don't have anything else. You know that you don't have anything else, and that I was gonna ask it, and yeah.
And now you're taking words out of my mouth. What's going on?
Woo! Without further ado, all that being said, all in all,
That was Awk Awe.
and so it was. Goodbye,
Bye,
my
my
friends.
friends. It was a little off there.
Hey,
It was okay.
shit happens.
Yep.